Alright guys, I'm just going to be reacting to more random stuff from the internet, and this first video of a morbidly obese police officer having a little tussle inside of a convenience store with someone. Let's take a look at this.
Ow! Oh my goodness!
This is nuts.
I am, sir!
Hold your hand behind your back.
You got
yeah, I don't know.
Ow! Sir, this really hurts my ribs. You're on me.
I'll fight.
Should have just not resisted.
Sir. Actually. Stay down. Stay down.
You're hurting me though.
I'm not seeing it, honey.
It's all in her hand. It's still in her hand. She's trying to shake hand.
So that is basically the gist of the video. They end up arresting that woman. But yeah, this is definitely an interesting thing, guys. When it comes to police officers, I'm not saying you've got to be Terminator, but that is simply too overweight to be a cop. I mean, it's to get a job like a police officer where you're constantly on your feet, you're constantly moving. Again, you don't have to be completely in shape, but I mean, you could hear the woman saying, "You're on top of me." The guy weighs probably 400 pounds or 450. Yeah, it's going to hurt a little bit. So I think a lot of people, like, how is that dude a cop? I would have to say he probably shouldn't be a cop. And I know at this day and age how hard it is to be a cop. Everyone hates you. I get it. But there's got to be some type of limit there. You just can't do the normal functions. It's like you can't have a fat person in the Marines just because the job requires you to do things that overweight people can't do. It's not fat shaming, but you look at that and it's just like something's wrong there with the police officer. Again, there can be police officers, you can be 250, 280, you know, you don't have to be really like and have a six-pack, but that's just simply too fat to be a cop and really to do your job. I mean, the woman was getting crushed by that dude. Other stuff we're looking at, we got this free Wi-Fi. The Wi-Fi password is the first digit of the answer. Does anyone have any clue how to do this? Someone in the comments of this Reddit post said that this is what your high school teachers thought life was going to be like. You know when they say, oh, you're going to need this for life? And then they got, yeah, there's no way I'd be able to do this. I hated stuff like this, figuring stuff out. I had a really weird relationship with math to where, if you guys remember, before they had the calculators or before you used calculators, like in 2nd and 3rd grade, I was great at like doing 8 times 5, 5 times 6, 9 times 4. I was one of the best in the class. And then we get to all this algebra shit. I don't know. It's all a bunch of X, Y, and stuff. Who knows any of that? If you pick an answer to this question at random, what is the chance you will be correct? 25%, which you would think because it's 1/4, but then look at it. 60%, 50%, or 25% again. So they're trying to trick you. You would think the answer to this would be 25% because it's 1/4. But if two of the answers are 25%, would it then be 50%? Or maybe it would be 33%, but 33% isn't even there. So that whole question is messed up. The price of solar panels is set to plunge. Thank God. Guys, let me just tell you something. You look at the solar panel market, and I remember actually doing research on this because I was like, listen, if I actually got a cryptocurrency rig or something like that, which you can't really do unless you have millions of dollars, it's just not going to be profitable. Even now with cryptocurrency, mining it is so miserable, especially mining Bitcoin. But like, the idea of having solar panels, you start actually doing research and seeing how much the solar panels will cost and how fast you're going to make your money back getting free electricity. And it's like 10 years or some shit. It's a joke. Nobody's going to do that. Bring the price of the solar panels down so we can make an investment and then we don't have to pay for electricity. But there's no way I could even install solar panels living in Ohio. It just makes no sense. One of the things I would like to do, and this will never happen, imagine buying a bunch of land in Africa and just loading loading them with solar panels that you bought for cheap in bulk. Imagine, and they just bake in the sun. They just bake in the 90-degree sun, and you get so much electricity from it and so much energy for free. Oh, that's an interesting idea. I asked for extra lettuce in my Big Mac, and they filled the entire box down to the corners. I love this, guys. I love lettuce, especially that shredded lettuce. Now, one of the big pet peeves with me, I mean, it literally, you see some of this lettuce, it looks like it was picked off a tree, and it's like a leaf. That's not lettuce. This is what lettuce is. I used to get Subway tuna. Apparently, Subway's really expensive now. They're having to close Subways everywhere. I actually saw a graph where there's more Subways in the United States than there are McDonald's. I saw that graph, and I think it is legitimate. But no, I love shredded lettuce. Loaded up with shredded lettuce. I would literally get foot-long tuna and shredded lettuce, no cheese, and I say, give me the extra lettuce. I want extra lettuce. I love shredded lettuce, especially with other stuff. Qatar is planning to open one of the world's largest water parks, including one of the world's tallest slides. What is this clusterfuck? The first time I looked at this, what they're building here, I thought it was just a bunch of abandoned random pieces of water slides. That is crazy, and I have to say it does look pretty cool. Oh God. Boss puts pressure over new employee attempting to make a sale. So I originally saw this on YouTube, this Grant Cardone video, like 7 or 8 years ago, or maybe it was like 3 years ago, but I was like, is that seriously the same video? And it is. And of course the video is just Cardone being a complete dick to the employee, but apparently the story goes that the employee is actually a top salesman now. But it was just funny to see this video. And of course, you know, showing it to Reddit, all those people that hate working, you know, Cardone was being an ass in the video, but it is funny. I thought that was funny. Is it weird to install cameras in a teenager's room? I'm 16 and have 2 cameras installed in my room. Yeah, no, that's weird, bro. That is, that is strange. That is not a healthy parent-child relationship at all. America's most and least trusted professions. Now, you have to understand this. This was done in 2018 because I saw journalists basically split 50-50 in terms of honesty, and that's got to be going the way other way now, man. In 2023, the journalists got to be one of the most hated, but you can see members of Congress, car salesmen, business executives, lawyers are some of the least trustworthy people according to, I guess, a study done by, you know, the general public or whatever. And then the most trustworthy people, nurses and medical doctors, but apparently nurses over doctors by a decent percent there. We've got eggs costing $12.50, but wait, there's a sale. We've been saved. Now it's only $11.49. It is shocking how little purchasing power we have at this point in the United States, especially the middle class. My 22-year-old cousin met his dream girl at a bar, and it's going pretty well. So a pretty crazy story with this. Apparently, this dude completely made up this entire scenario to farm engagement. And you can see it has 87 million views, the tweet, almost 1 million likes, 60K retweets, and this dude made it up. This situation did not happen. You can see it says that the woman, you know, blacked out 2 of her numbers, so the horny little 22-year-old has to go through all the numbers and find, and it's a funny story, you know, but it's completely fake. And I give whoever this person that did this credit. This is a great thing, and it's an easy way to farm engagement, and I have nothing against people that do that. I think that's creative, honestly. And then we've got this video to end on. I mean, it's got to be a joke. It's got the mental disorders. It's just not. You can't even fit in a doorway. You can't even fit inside of double doors at that point. Those things will be clanking all over the place. It is sad. And you would hope it's a joke, but who knows? Those women think that, you know what, with social media now, you can never have a big enough ass. It's just got to keep going and going and going. It's just like boobs. At a certain point, it becomes ugly and unattractive because they're too big on your figure, and the boobs look like they weigh more than the actual person, because the persons normally are really skinny. They have those massive boobs. And it's the same thing with these butts. It's just crazy. It is so unattractive, and it is some type of disorder if these women, I would assume, think they look good. Nobody thinks you look good. It is sad. But either way, guys, I just wanted to go through some interesting little funny clips and stuff that I had screenshotted. Make sure you follow me on Twitter. Link to that's always in the description. I'm, of course, the Depressed Ginger. Thank you for watching.